HCF-90 is a non-metallic sheath cable with a 90 degrees Celsius temperature rating. HCF-Lite is a variant of HCF-90 with a smaller diameter and a 75 degrees Celsius temperature rating. According to National Electrical Code Section 517.30 paragraph C subsection 3, emergency branch circuit wiring shall be installed in non-flexible conduit. Exception 5 states that flexible metal conduit and armored cable shall not be installed in any hazardous, classified locations or any wet or damp locations. There is a fine print note to 517.13 that states type metal-clad cable, type mineral-insulated cable, type power-limited tray cable, type shielded non-metallic sheath cable, type tray cable, and type armored cable shall not be installed in the patient vicinity. Based on these National Electrical Code regulations, it appears that HCF-90 is not permitted for use on emergency circuits in healthcare settings because it is a metal sheath cable which is prohibited in the patient vicinity. HCF-Lite is also not permitted for use on emergency circuits in healthcare settings. Although it is non-metallic, its temperature rating of 75 degrees Celsius does not meet the 90 degrees Celsius requirement for emergency circuits. The enforcement of National Electrical Code regulations is typically the responsibility of local building inspectors or authorities having jurisdiction. While the National Electrical Code provides guidance, it is ultimately up to the authority having jurisdiction to interpret and enforce the regulations in specific situations. In practice, this means that authorities having jurisdiction may have varying interpretations of the National Electrical Code and may allow the use of HCF for emergency circuits in certain cases. However, it is important to note that this is not in compliance with the National Electrical Code regulations as written. To ensure compliance with the National Electrical Code, it is recommended to use non-flexible conduit for emergency branch circuit wiring in healthcare settings. If armored cable is used, it should be installed outside of the patient vicinity. The key differences between HCF-90 and HCF-Lite cables lie in their temperature ratings and diameter. HCF-90 boasts a 90 degrees Celsius temperature rating, making it suitable for applications where higher heat resistance is required. In contrast, HCF-Lite has a 75 degrees Celsius temperature rating and a smaller diameter, offering flexibility and ease of installation in tighter spaces. When it comes to emergency circuits in healthcare settings, National Electrical Code Section 517.30 paragraph C subsection 3 mandates that these circuits be installed in non-flexible conduit. This requirement aims to enhance the reliability and safety of emergency power systems, ensuring they remain operational during critical situations. While exceptions exist, such as exception number 5, which allows for the use of flexible metal conduit and armored cable in specific scenarios, these are limited to non-hazardous and dry locations. Furthermore, the fine print note to 517.13 explicitly prohibits the use of various cable types, including metal-clad cable, mineral-insulated cable, power-limited tray cable, shielded non-metallic sheaths cable, tray cable, and armored cable in patient vicinity areas. This restriction underscores the importance of minimizing potential hazards in environments where patient safety is paramount. Given these regulations, the use of HCF-90 and HCF-Lite cables for emergency circuits in healthcare settings raises concern. HCF-90, with its metal sheathing, falls under the category of cables prohibited in patient vicinity areas, rendering it non-compliant. HCF-Lite, despite its non-metallic construction, fails to meet the 90 degrees Celsius temperature rating requirement for emergency circuits, making it unsuitable for such applications. The enforcement of National Electrical Code regulations rests with local building inspectors and authorities having jurisdiction who interpret and apply the code based on specific project requirements. While interpretations may vary, strict adherence to the code is essential to ensure the safety and reliability of electrical systems and healthcare facilities. To maintain compliance, it is advisable to opt for non-flexible conduit for emergency branch circuit wiring or, if armored cable is used, ensure it is installed outside patient vicinity areas. In conclusion, understanding the nuances of cable specifications and national electrical code regulations is crucial for ensuring the safe and compliant installation of emergency circuits in healthcare settings. By adhering to the code and selecting appropriate wiring methods, electrical contractors can contribute to creating a safe and reliable environment for patients and healthcare professionals alike. When considering the application of HCF-90 and HCF-Lite cables, it's important to understand their fundamental differences and how they align with regulatory requirements, especially within healthcare settings. HCF-90, characterized by its non-metallic sheathing and a 90 degrees Celsius temperature rating, is often utilized in residential and commercial applications. Its high temperature rating makes it suitable for environments where conductors may experience elevated temperatures. Conversely, HCF-Lite, a variation of HCF-90, distinguishes itself with a smaller diameter and a slightly lower temperature rating of 75 degrees Celsius. This design modification offers increased flexibility and ease of installation, particularly in confined spaces or intricate wiring configurations. However, this reduced temperature rating can limit its suitability for certain applications where high heat resistance is necessary. Now, let's delve into the National Electrical Code regulations concerning emergency circuits in healthcare facilities, as outlined in Section 517.30 paragraph C subsection 3. This section mandates the use of non-flexible conduit for emergency branch circuit wiring, emphasizing the importance of reliability and durability in critical healthcare settings. The rationale behind this requirement is to ensure that emergency circuits remain operational during power outages or other emergencies, providing essential power to life-saving equipment and systems. The Code's exception number 5 provides limited allowances for flexible metal conduit and armored cable, but only in specific scenarios where hazardous conditions or moisture are not present. Moreover, the fine print note to 517.13 places strict limitations on the types of cables permitted within patient vicinity areas, prohibiting the use of metal-clad cable, mineral-insulated cable, power-limited tray cable, shielded non-metallic sheathed cable, tray cable, and armored cable. This prohibition aims to minimize potential electrical hazards and ensure patient safety in sensitive healthcare environments. Given these regulatory constraints, the suitability of HCF-90 and HCF-Lite cables for emergency circuits in healthcare settings becomes questionable. HCF-90, with its metal sheathing, may run afoul of the restrictions on metal-clad cables within patient vicinity areas. Even though HCF-Lite boasts a non-metallic construction, its 75 degrees Celsius temperature rating falls short of the 90 degrees Celsius requirement often stipulated for emergency circuits. Therefore, neither HCF-90 nor HCF-Lite may fully comply with the National Electrical Code requirements for emergency circuits in healthcare facilities. In practice, the enforcement of National Electrical Code regulations relies on the expertise and discretion of local building inspectors and authorities having jurisdiction. These professionals interpret and apply the code based on the specific circumstances of each project, ensuring that electrical installations meet safety standards and regulatory requirements. While interpretations may vary, it is crucial for electrical contractors and installers to adhere to the code diligently, prioritizing safety and compliance in all aspects of their work. To navigate these complexities, it is recommended to consult with local authorities and seek clarification on the specific requirements for emergency circuits in healthcare settings. By working closely with inspectors and adhering to best practices, electrical professionals can ensure that their installations meet the highest standards of safety and reliability. In summary, while HCF-90 and HCF-Lite cables may find applications in various electrical projects, their suitability for emergency circuits in healthcare settings is limited by regulatory constraints and temperature rating requirements. By understanding these limitations and adhering to the National Electrical Code, electrical professionals can make informed decisions that prioritize safety and compliance. To further elaborate, let us consider the underlying principles that guide the selection of wiring methods for emergency circuits in healthcare facilities. The primary objective is to ensure the uninterrupted operation of critical life support systems and essential medical equipment during power outages or other emergencies. This necessitates the use of wiring methods that are robust, reliable, and resistant to environmental factors such as moisture, heat, and physical damage. Non-flexible conduit emerges as the preferred choice for emergency branch circuit wiring due to its inherent strength and durability. Conduit provides a protective barrier against physical damage, safeguarding the conductors within from external forces. Additionally, conduit systems can be designed to be watertight and fire-resistant, further enhancing their suitability for critical healthcare environments. While the National Electrical Code does permit the use of flexible metal conduit and armored cable in certain limited circumstances, these exceptions are carefully circumscribed to minimize potential risks. Flexible metal conduit may be used in short lengths for equipment connections or in areas where structural movement is anticipated. However, its use is restricted to dry locations and non-hazardous environments, where the risk of moisture or physical damage is minimal. Similarly, armored cable may be used in specific applications, but it is subject to stringent limitations regarding its installation and protection. The fine print note to 517.13 underscores the heightened sensitivity of patient vicinity areas, where electrical safety is of paramount importance. The prohibition of metal-clad cable, mineral-insulated cable, power-limited tray cable, shielded non-metallic sheath cable, tray cable, and armored cable reflects a concerted effort to minimize the potential for electrical shock hazards in these vulnerable spaces. These restrictions are based on the recognition that patients in healthcare facilities are often more susceptible to electrical currents due to compromised immune systems, medical conditions, or the presence of conductive medical equipment. Therefore, the use of wiring methods that provide enhanced insulation and grounding is essential to mitigate these risks. In light of these considerations, the suitability of HCF-90 and HCF-Lite cables for emergency circuits in healthcare settings must be carefully evaluated. HCF-90, with its metal sheathing, may pose a risk of electrical shock if it comes into contact with a patient or healthcare worker. The metal sheath can become energized in the event of a fault, creating a potential hazard. Moreover, the use of metal-clad cables may introduce grounding and bonding challenges, increasing the risk of electromagnetic interference or stray currents. HCF-Lite, while non-metallic, may not provide the same level of physical protection as conduit. Its smaller diameter and lighter construction may make it more vulnerable to damage from impacts, abrasion, or moisture. Additionally, its lower temperature rating may limit its ability to withstand elevated temperatures in emergency circuit applications. Therefore, to ensure compliance with the National Electrical Code and to prioritize patient safety, it is recommended to use non-flexible conduit for emergency branch circuit wiring in healthcare facilities. This approach provides the highest level of protection, reliability, and safety, minimizing the potential for electrical hazards and ensuring the uninterrupted operation of critical life support systems. To further clarify the nuances surrounding cable selection and National Electrical Code compliance, let's examine the specific properties and applications of HCF-90 and HCF-Lite cables in greater detail. HCF-90, as previously mentioned, is a non-metallic sheath cable characterized by its 90 degrees Celsius temperature rating. This higher temperature rating makes it suitable for applications where conductors may be exposed to elevated temperatures such as in attics, ceilings, or near heat-generating equipment. The non-metallic sheathing provides insulation and protection against physical damage, reducing the risk of electrical shorts or ground faults. HCF-90 is commonly used in residential and commercial wiring for general-purpose circuits, lighting, and receptacle outlets. However, its suitability for emergency circuits in healthcare settings is limited by the restrictions on metal-clad cables in patient vicinity areas. The metal sheathing, while providing added protection, may pose a risk of electrical shock if it comes into contact with a patient or healthcare worker. HCF-Lite, on the other hand, is a variation of HCF-90 designed for increased flexibility and ease of installation. Its smaller diameter and lighter construction make it ideal for tight spaces or intricate wiring configurations. The non-metallic sheathing provides insulation and protection against physical damage, while the reduced temperature rating of 75 degrees Celsius may limit its suitability for certain applications. HCF-Lite is commonly used in residential and commercial wiring for branch circuits, lighting, and appliance connections. However, its lower temperature rating and lack of metal shielding may make it unsuitable for emergency circuits in healthcare settings. The National Electrical Code requires that emergency circuits be designed to withstand elevated temperatures and to provide enhanced protection against electrical hazards. Therefore, the use of HCF-Lite in these applications may not meet the code's requirements for safety and reliability. In addition to temperature rating and shielding considerations, the National Electrical Code also addresses the issue of grounding and bonding in emergency circuits. Proper grounding and bonding are essential to minimize the risk of electrical shock and to ensure the proper operation of protective devices such as circuit breakers and ground fault circuit interrupters. The National Electrical Code specifies that all metal enclosures, raceways, and equipment be properly grounded and bonded to provide a low impedance path for fault currents. This helps to prevent voltage buildup and to facilitate the rapid clearing of faults, reducing the risk of electrical hazards. In healthcare settings, the National Electrical Code also requires the use of isolated power systems in critical care areas such as operating rooms and intensive care units. Isolated power systems provide an additional layer of protection against electrical shock by isolating the electrical supply from ground. This reduces the risk of leakage currents and minimizes the potential for electrical hazards in these sensitive areas. Therefore, when designing emergency circuits in healthcare facilities, it is essential to consider the requirements for grounding, bonding, and isolated power systems. The use of appropriate wiring methods and grounding techniques can help to ensure the safety and reliability of these critical circuits. In conclusion, while HCF-90 and HCF-Lite cables may find applications in various electrical projects, their suitability for emergency circuits in healthcare settings is limited by regulatory constraints, temperature rating requirements, and grounding considerations. By understanding these limitations and adhering to the National Electrical Code, electrical professionals can make informed decisions that prioritize safety, compliance, and the well-being of patients and healthcare workers.